confidence Justin Surtain's ready for this starting role he's taking on?
What makes me think he's ready?
Yeah, gives you confidence.
Yeah, well, we've had some replacement players at different positions, and some of them happen midstream in games. So you can see his coach, Reggie Herring's done a great job having these guys prepared. He went in and played well. Now you got a week of practice. He's been in our program now a year and a little bit. So we have full confidence in him. You go to the outside linebacker position, with Chubb missing time, and John Pagano's had those guys ready. It also speaks to our personnel department. This is a deep roster, and guys are ready to go. But we really think our assistant coaches are doing a good job getting these guys ready.
What was your evaluation of Pastor Tan's first start?
I really don't look at it as first start or anything. I look at everything he's done since he came in our building, and you look at our personnel department. They had him pegged as a guy they wanted right from the beginning. George had him pegged, and we knew he had skills, and we he had the speed and quickness, and he's a processor, but his makeup is off the charts. This is a guy that's going to prepare every week. Week in and week out, he's going to learn from every experience. He's a great teammate. This guy has leadership qualities, can help this team for a long time.
Mr. Ned, what have you seen from him in the run game that gives you confidence he'll be ready in that area particularly?
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. And really in today's day and age, you need speed and explosion at the linebacker position. He runs really well. He's a student of the game. There's no question we got to be on our game as young players, and we'll never relax. But he's up to this task.
How much of a luxury is it to have a guy like Malik Reed who's filled this role before when a guy goes out like Chuck?
Yeah, Malik's had a lot of starts here, and again, he was ready to go, but then we also have two young players behind him, Jonathan Cooper and Mintz, and they will continue to develop, and we'll look at it as a positive till we get them back to develop more depth.
What did you like from what you saw from Caden Stearns in the Nazi?
We just gave him a small role in the game. He played some dime last week. This is a guy that's come in here and really caught our eye as a safety as well. But he's a very instinctual player. He learns well, and the other players are comfortable with him, communicating with short time spans. In the heat of the battle.
Coach, with Alexander calling the defense now, will you have more interaction with him than maybe you would with Josie or Todd Davis or some other linebackers you've had in the past?
Not really. Not really. Reggie and Vic kind of handle that. There'll be no change.
Robert Saleh was talking about how much he likes Vic.
Yeah.
Through the years, but he was joking in the first few times they met that Vic didn't say much. I'm just
Yeah.
curious if young coaches ever come to you to decode Vic.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes time, because he's not an extremely outgoing guy and so forth. And he's going to size you up, and you got to produce around him to get his respect, But you won't find a guy that's more direct and honest, and that's a really good situation to work under.
Do people ever ask you, sort of, does he like me? Do they ever want you to figure it out for him?
No, not really. Next question.
Zach Wilson, 4 picks last week. How do you, make hay again this week with that secondary?
Well, we do know these young players, are talented. We've seen 2 of them in the last 2 weeks, and they're going to be really good players in this league. But that guy's going to learn and grow, and they get better every week. And we're going to have to work really hard. This team is a complete team. They have an excellent running game. They're well coached. They're great run design. So, we have to be on our A game. It's going to be just really great to be back home. I know our fans are itching. It's been over a year since they've got to come and be, in our stadium with us. So that's what we're looking forward to.
Is that going to be a big advantage, you think, just to get the crowd back and back at home?
It always is. That's part of Denver Broncos and living in this state. And it needs to be an advantage, and it always has been. And we just want to give them some good ball so they have something to cheer about.
Thank you.